Welcome to UC Today. My name is David Dungay. We are here reporting live from ISE 2022. I'm here with Ed Morgan from DisplayNote. How are you doing, Ed?
Doing well, David. Yourself?
I'm great. Thank you very much for asking.
See you.
You too.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're here at ISE. We see a lot of talk about hybrid working. You're doing some interesting things around this, and I'm really interested to find out how you're making these experiences in the hybrid world, i.e. at home and in the office, equitable, the same or better, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, I guess hybrid working, formerly known as working, and if I'll start being a bit, highfalutin, I think Vladimir Lenin said that there are decades when nothing happens, and then there are weeks and months when decades happen. And I think the shift in the last couple of years has been, it's well documented. It's been massive. And one of the things that we're taking out of it, just ourselves, but just from speaking to customers, is that a worker at home is expecting, now that they're coming back into the office to do, albeit to do different work, is expecting the same, if not a better experience than they have at home. And by that I mean, I want to be able to join a call in seconds. I want to be able to just go upstairs and join the call and away I go. I want to be able to find the applications that I have in seconds because they're all sitting on my desktop at home. And so IT administrators are really having to think about, and I guess decision makers at organizations, is if we're asking people to come back in for whatever reason, we should really be thinking about making the experience as good, if not better, than at home, because otherwise, why come in if you're going to be less productive? It's not going to be as good. If you're going to come into a meeting room and go, well, how do I start my call? Do I have to sign in? Where's the thing I need? We're trying to remove all of that.
I think that's a question many businesses across the world are grappling with right now. We're talking about IT administrators. Well, tell us, how are you making that journey easier for them? How are you making their lives easier?
Well, I'll use a cookie cutter example of an IT administrator because not all are the same. But in terms of, there's probably two broad camps. Or the two kind of wear two hats. One, they're responsible for what happens in meeting spaces, and one thing that they have to deliver on is a great meeting room experience, and that typically manifests itself in a standardized, don't make me think for the end user experience of they just want to walk in, touch their call, launch the call, be it Zoom, be it Teams, be it WebEx, be it Google, without having to think about it, because, as I said, they don't have to do that at home. So for the IT administrator, we're making it easy for their end users to just quickly launch the call that they need or open the applications that they need. So that's hat number one. Hat number two is they want the deployment and the management of that to be as customizable as possible. It needs to work with their existing security policies, their network drives, how they manage their calendars, all of that good stuff. So one hand, I want it to be as standard as possible for the user. Second, I have to be as customizable as possible for me, and we're starting to alleviate some of that pain for them.
Well, let's talk about some of those customers, right? Yeah. So this is ideal for customers who have multiple, if not tens of meeting rooms. So talk to me about those customers and their needs.
Yeah, those customers, there's no real demographic or sector standing out. It's typically, as you said, David, they're managing 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 meeting spaces across all industries, from healthcare to blue light services to pharmaceuticals to Fortune 500 companies. What unites them all is, as I said previously, we want a really just standard meeting room experience that works with all of these video providers that all of our teams now are using.
Let's talk about this hybrid journey we're all on. What do you see as the next phase of hybrid working? What do you see coming down the line?
Well, I think I'll answer this from as an IT administrator, as I think I understand them. That person was possibly responsible for managing 50 rooms and 50 rooms to think about. Now I've got teams all over the place, no devices in the one place, no worker is in the one place. Now I've got potentially thousands and thousands of endpoints to think about. From the management of them, but also, are they doing as much as they could be to justify the investment? Can my screens connect to my devices? Can my devices connect to other devices? Can I control a device? Can I manage this device centrally? Can all of these things talk to each other? And moving into this realm of kind of hyper automation, what are the things like companies like DisplayNote doing to start to relieve some of those pains of discovery, connectivity, content sharing, and management of those endpoints and the humans on those endpoints?
Lots of exciting things coming down the road. Well, look, Ed, thank you so much for sharing your insight, and I hope you had a great show.
Thank you very much, David. Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.
And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, at ISC.